Okay, well, thank you very much. Once again, ito po, si Nico Fabian sa programa niya, Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico. And today is a Monday na Monday, beautiful Monday. And hope everything is running smoothly sa inyong lahat po. Dyan po sa Pilipinas and dito din po sa Malaysia. And especially ang mga overseas Filipino workers sa Malaysia, sa iba-ibang parte sa mundo, and of course ang mga kababayan ko po dyan sa Pilipinas. Welcome to my program. Salamat pagi, salamat patang, and salamat malam to each and every one of you. And of course in English we say salamat pagi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening po. Hope you are doing fine and everything is running smoothly. Mabigat po ang mensahe ni Davao Mayor Baste Duterte po, the youngest son of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte po. Anong sinabi ni Mayor Baste Duterte yesterday sa okasyon dyan po sa Davao? Sabi niya to President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., "You will never be loved by majority of the Filipinos." Yan po ang mensahe. Mabigat, di ba? Mabigat po, and of course, I also believe what he said, no? Si Baste Duterte. I will be showing you in a few minutes time ang mga footages that I have prepared para sa inyong lahat po, no? And anong mga mensahe ng mga politicians natin dyan sa Pilipinas tungkol sa arrest or tungkol sa issue ni Digong or Rodrigo Roa Duterte, who is now under the custody of the International Criminal Court po dyan sa Netherlands. Welcome po sa programa once again, and nandito po ang mga notisya na mayroon tayo. Let's start dito po sa Malaysia, particularly dyan po sa Sabah, and very specific dyan po sa Kota Kinabalu. Si Nico nandito ngayon sa Kuala Lumpur, and very soon I'll be going down back to Kota Kinabalu to attend a very important, sabihin natin na event dyan sa Kota Kinabalu regarding ang issue, ang hot issue dyan sa Pilipinas and sa mundo po, ang custody of Rodrigo Roa Duterte dyan sa ICC or sa Netherlands. I was made to understand, I just received a message from my followers dito po sa Kuala Lumpur, and of course from some organizers or the organizers of a very sabihin natin big event po to happen dyan sa Kota Kinabalu on March 23rd. March 23rd po. I was made to understand there will be a support rally to be organized in Kota Kinabalu on March 23rd dyan po sa Likas Sport Complex po. Very specific, ang place dyan sa basketball court po, and this is being organized by concerned overseas Filipino workers dyan sa Sabah is Malaysia or sa Kota Kinabalu. And expected to attend a lot of people, especially the supporters of Digong, who are now shouting dyan po sa Sabah, "Bring back Rodrigo Roa Duterte to the Philippines." And they are not happy with what transpired dyan po sa Filipinas. And then Digong was sent to Netherlands to face ang charges or allegations sa kanya po regarding crimes on humanity po. Yun EJK, yun ang issue po. Yun ang issue po. And maraming tao po galit na galit po, galit na galit po of what happened. And they still believe that Digong is a leader that should or deserve a very high respect po, respeto, dapat magbigay tayo ng respeto kay Digong dahil po ang leadership niya when he was the president of the Philippines, he did he did his utmost to protect the welfare interest and ano pa po ang welfare ng mga Filipinos, not only ang mga sabihin natin the poor Filipinos, but also children, middle age, and senior citizens po. He did a lot of things po para sa Pilipinas, and especially when he enforced ang war against drug na po, because he doesn't want the Philippines to be a narco country po, no? nakita niya before he became the president, nakita niya po na ang problema ng droga, illegal drugs sa Pilipinas, is a big threat to the Filipino community or to the Filipino nation, and it is for this reason that from the very beginning as a president, he already said that he will go against those involved on illegal drugs, drug addiction, drug lords, and other crimes po, and other crimes. And he did his best to protect the Filipinos, all Filipinos in the country and also abroad po. And for what he have done, see what the Marcos administration did to him po. We have a lot of things to talk about this thing. But first and foremost, we will go back to Kota Kinabalu. As what I said, we are going to have this support rally on March 3rd, and we are inviting all the Filipinos, overseas Filipino workers, and migrant Filipinos in Sabah or in Malaysia. Kung may time kayo po, please attend ang support rally scheduled on March 23rd, dyan po sa Likas. Let us show that we are grateful for what Digong has done sa Pilipinas, to us, sa mga anak natin po. Sa mga anak natin po. Yun po ang latest developments na mayroon tayo po regarding this support rally kay Digong come March 23rd. Again, I would like to invite everybody, and I will give you some informations as I receive details regarding this support rally scheduled later this month. Definitely po, I can promise you, definitely as early as now, definitely I will be attending ang support rally ni Digong dyan sa Kota Kinabalu po. Unless something happens, unless it will be cancelled for reasons, valid reasons po, then maybe you won't be able to get or to see ang feelings ng mga Filipinos dito po sa Malaysia. As what I said, nandito pa rin ako po sa Kuala Lumpur. Anyway, let's go to our next topic, and yun na po, sabi ni Mayor Baste Duterte that Marcos will never be loved by the Filipinos. And he mentioned this during his speech dyan po sa 88 Araw ng Davao. And mayroon din sila po, I will show you later on ang some of the footages, ang mga suporta ni Duterte po with regards to itong arrest ni Duterte, and now he's under the custody dyan po sa Netherlands sa ICC or International Criminal Court. Shoutout muna tayo kay Melvin Alviar, and Melvin Alviar, sabi niya, salamat na pagi Sir Nico, salamat na pagi sama-sama, salamat pagi también. Or to Melvin Alviar, thank you for watching, and watch until the end, kasi marami tayong mga footages that I'm going to share with you regarding itong very hot issue. It's not controversial, it is hot issue po because it concerns ang buhay ng mga Filipino, especially ang mga mahirap po, especially mga mahirap kagaya natin po, nandito tayo sa abroad, because we want to change our life to a better life, and of course we want to give a better future to our children. That's why nandito po tayo sa ibang nasyon, sacrificing our this will never be loved by many Filipinos po for what he has done po sa Pilipinas, and still continuing doing it po. Alright, let's listen to this. I'll give you this footage. Let's listen full screen tayo po sa footage na ito po. Sa this you will be able to really feel, see talaga ang sentimento ni Digong po. Sentimento ni Digong. Sandali, nasaan na yun? Hold on, 407, Baste issue. 407. Saan yung 407? 407. Nandito po. Let's listen to this. Hold on po. Ipa-full screen tayo sa inyo.
Sistema ng politika dito sa Pilipinas.
Hold on. Ipa-full screen daw tayo dito. Let's see if I can give you a full screen.
Sistema ng politika dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya it seems to me, the stories that I've heard about martial law and oppression is synonymous with the Marcos family name. I will take this opportunity to tell Mr. Marcos how I feel about him. Mr. President Marcos, you will never be loved. Especially to us who are calling out Rudy Duterte's name, you will never be loved, Mr. Marcos. We will stand up and we will fight back. Administrasyon ni Marcos, si Bongbong Marcos mismo, binigay niya sa ICC. Murag wala lang, ing ato na lang, nga murag walay nahimo ang atong pinalanggang amahan diri sa Tundak Bayan. Ibaw mo, di ko matingala yun, tinuod lang. Di ko matingala. Nga nung ingunan ni karon, because Rudy Duterte stood up for every anang mga traditional politicians di nila gusto nga kausapan aning nasura ni. Muna along aning with Marcos o kani mga uban na rin mga bagagnaw ng mga politiko. Di nila gusto nga naan ang Rudy Duterte diya kay mapulilyaso ang ilang mga tula sa gobyerno. Gusto ko lang niingnon kay Bongbong Marcos. Aside you not being loved by the people, all you have is the government's resources and your term. Beyond that, you are nothing. Kalimot o rin. Kita'y nagtapang sa iya, makalingkod sa niya, karon siyang ginalingkuran. And I truly pray, Mr. Marcos, that you will be able to finish your term. I pray ang imong amahan, ipalubong sa akong amahan, pero akong amahan, ipapreso nimo.
Okay, yan po si Mayor Baste Duterte, ang mayor ng Davao City po dyan sa Pilipinas. Ano muna tayo, shoutout din tayo kay Monina Pintojo is watching, who is watching my program today. I would like to say good morning, salamat pagi to you Monina, and thank you for watching and supporting this program ang Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico. And of course, we are touching now about the mga issues ni Digong, ang former president ng Pilipinas, si Rodrigo Roa Duterte, who is now under the custody of the ICC or International Criminal Court po. And karamihan ng mga tao po, they are not happy. They are not happy. They are very angry for what itong Marcos administration has done to our president, former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte po. And later on, I'm going to show with you some footages kung paano, how big is the crowd every time they organize itong mga supporters ni Duterte, ni VP Sara, Inday Sara Duterte din po, no? In protest and showing support to her father, si Digong or PRRD po, PRRD. So, okay, let's move on to our sabihin natin issue, and of course I strongly believe also po na yes, if you talk about when we talk about Marcos po, no, walang utang na loob formula. I'm sorry to say this, no, kung na-offend man ang mga followers ni or supporters ni Bongbong Marcos Jr., I'm sorry po. I am a Filipino, I am a registered voter, and I am proud to be a Filipino. That I'm not also happy with what Bongbong Marcos did. Despite all mga efforts ni Digong when he was the president, he did for the Filipinos, for the Filipino country po, the welfare. He tried to protect each and everyone, make sure that security is safe. People are safe whenever they go out from their houses. Sa gabi, especially sa gabi po, no? Security-wise, he wants to have a stability in terms of security, stability in terms of political stability, stability in terms of economy po. Nandiyan po, he did his level best. But despite of that po, he also tried to help as a human being, clothed with feelings and emotion. He also believed that ang former president ng Pilipinas, si Ferdinand Marcos Jr. po, deserved to be buried dyan po sa Pilipinas, despite a lot of president refused that the burial of Marcos Sr. But when Duterte became the president, he allowed this thing. And when he allowed this thing po, it gave an opportunity for the Marcoses to redeem their name. But what happened po? What happened po now? What happened? Bongbong Jr., whether you like it or not, Bongbong Jr. accommodated ang bringing out of Duterte dyan po in the hands of the ICC. Sabi pa ni Monina, greedy in powers. Greedy daw si Marcos. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. Walang utang na loob para sa akin po. Walang utang na loob po. As we are known by sa mundo po, ang Filipinos is known for utang na loob po in the right way. Utang na loob in the right way po. So, ganon niya po. Ganon niya po. So, okay, let's move on. And you see, I will show you later on in a few minutes time ang crowd ng mga Filipinos whenever they organize itong support rally ka, prayer rally ka, or whatever gatherings that will show how united the Filipinos are. Now, especially itong issue ni Digong. Okay, I will show you ang solidarity walk dyan po sa Davao yesterday. Tingnan niyo po ang how solid ang mga people sa Davao po, and not only in Davao but also throughout the country po, especially sa Mindanao at saka sa Visayas area. And of course now, nag-increase na po ang momentum dyan po sa Luzon when it comes to itong issue po and support to Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Nandito po a brief footage regarding the showing you the solidarity walk carried out or organized dyan po sa Davao yesterday. Let's watch itong footage ngayon. Hold on. nandito po, you listen and watch itong Solidarity Walk. Again, I'll give you a full screen. Sandali naman ito, but I'll give you a full screen.
President Rodrigo Roa Duterte! Isang malakas na sigaw! Real power, incredible resilience as Tamuenyo, the unwavering spirit of standing together as one. Together we are Davao. Together we are unstoppable. 88 years strong, one Davao and going strong. Isang malaking sigaw! Duterte! 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 We have our former Lieutenant Davao, Hannibal Fisher! At sino naman ang nagsabing walang supporter? Si Tatay Digong! O, iba! At tawa-tawa pa ang nagsabing walang supporter? Sinong supporters niya? Papayag ba kayo doon? Hindi ito edited! Hindi na kaya i-edit ang dami ng tao sumusuporta sa kanya! Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat! At habang naglalakad tayo, isigaw na natin ang nasa loob natin! At ang sigaw!
Yan po, that is the actual footage dyan po sa Davao, sa Solidarity Walk. They held yesterday po sa Davao mismo po. Nakita natin po, thousands of Davaoenos participated itong Solidarity Walk para kay Digong. Para kay Digong. And I hope and I'm sure that this crowd will be turned into a vote come May 12th. Midterm election po. Huwag natin kalimutan po sa midterm election. Let us be solid as how we are showing to the world. Solid na solid tayo po dyan sa battle, support para kay Digong. Yes, I would like to shout out din muna tayo kay LV Arnaiz, who is also watching itong Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico. And sabi ni LV, magandang umaga, bro Nico, Fabian. Blessed Monday to all our Filipino friends here in Malaysia. Let's support our Tatay Digong. Let's support our Tatay Digong. Ano pa? Let's support our Tatay Digong, praying for him to bring him back to the Philippines. Bring him back. Bring him back. Yan po ang sigaw ng Filipino. And included na po ako. Included na tayo dyan po. Bring him back. Because I totally believe na this is the kind of leadership that we need dyan po sa Pilipinas. And what happened to him now? People betrayed him. People whom he helped. He helped. And bigay ng a lot of benefits sa mga Filipinos. Gave the opportunity for Bongbong Marcos or the Marcoses to redeem their name. Pero ano nangyari po? What did Bongbong Marcos did? He allowed the ICC to get in custody si Digong. And how they did it po, masakit po talaga. From Hong Kong, he was not ready, wala siyang tsinelas, wala siyang mga medisina ang maintenance niya po, and he was not allowed last March 11 from upon arriving in international airport at the 9-something, he was immediately brought to Villamor Air Base and was not allowed, even ang daughter niya, ang pamilya niya, to be with her, ang mga lawyers with him. Ang mga lawyers niya po, sila Bongo, Senator Bongo, they prevented these supporters of Digong to be with Digong, and only to find out that may ready na pala po ang Eloplano pa to bring Digong sa Netherlands dyan po and hand over si Digong dyan sa ICC or International Criminal Court po. You just imagine, sabi nga ni Senator Bongo po, malungkot, he was so emotional during his speech yesterday, na you just imagine Digong has to take his medication, 27 pieces po yon daily po, no? And he was not ready for that, and we are just hoping that Digong now is in good health po and safe po siya sa ano, and hope very soon he will be or he will return back to the Philippines, as how ang mga Filipinos are shouting now po, bring him back, bring him back. Yan po. Yan po. Okay, let's move on po. I will show you more ang mga rallies, support, solidarity rallies carried out dyan po sa Pilipinas this week po, no, or last week. And I'll share it with you po, and this you will have an idea na don't play. This is the real one po. This is the real one. Nandito po. Let's see. Ano pa? Mayroon pa tayo dito. Ito po, sa Maynila yata ito po, no? Saan ba ito? Okay. I will show you first this footage po. At least you will have an idea. Paano ang Filipino is not happy or very angry po and solid in support to Digong. Let's watch this footage po.
Para manalangin sa ating makapangyarihang Ama, para sa ating Tatay Digong. Hindi na tayo iniwan ng mga panahon na siya ang namuno sa Pilipinas. Tama ba? Lahat sinano niya para sa ating lahat. At panahon na ngayon, para tayo naman ay hindi iiwan ang ating Tatay Digong. Bring him home! 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 At siyempre, kapag hindi lang tayo dito sa liwasan, dahil tayo po ay sinasabayan sa buong Pilipinas, sa Luzon, Visayas, at Mindanao. At siyempre, kapag hindi tayo iiwan ng ating mga kababayan OFWs. Kaya shout out sa lahat ng mga OFW na sinasabayan tayo sa ating Facebook Live, maging sa ating YouTube Live. Mabuhay ang ating mga OFWs! Nakita na
Okay, yan po, sa Maynila din yan po. And another footage I will share with you po. Dito po sa Sulu, Marawi and Sulu po. Hindi lang po ang mga Kristiyano, sino hanggang mga kapatid natin na Muslims, no? Brothers and sisters Muslims who are now on a fasting for 30 days po. Puasa sila ngayon po. Yet they can find time to show their anger, to show their feelings to the world na they disagree with this, sabihin natin, ang arrest of Digong po dyan sa Netherlands, which President Bongbong Marcos Jr. played a very big role po, despite all his promises before that there is no jurisdiction daw po ang ICC po. I'll talk to you about this mga promises ni Bongbong Marcos earlier po, and how he betrayed ang Filipinos. Nandito po ang Filipinos saka kay Digong. Nandito po. Ito po sa Sulu. Polo Sulu. Yan po, that is the gathering, solidarity rally or support kay Duterte po, ginawa dyan sa Sulu at saka sa Marawi. And the other day, I also shared with you a footage wherein I showed to you itong sa Tawi-Tawi din po, no? Sa Bonggao Tawi-Tawi. They also carried out itong support rally kay Duterte. Mayroon ba tayo dito yon na Tawi-Tawi? Sandali. Tawi-Tawi. I don't know if I still have ang Tawi-Tawi. Sana nandito pa po sa ang Tawi-Tawi. Hold on ha. Ang Tawi-Tawi, mayroon ba tayo dito? Tawi-Tawi ay parang wala na yata. Ang Tawi-Tawi. Nagawa din sila po. Nagawa din sila ang support rally dyan sa Tawi-Tawi. I don't know if this is the one. Ito po, siguro ang Tawi-Tawi. Let me share with you. Ito po, Sulu ang now sa Tawi-Tawi. You see ang crowd din po. Okay, yan po ang rally dyan po sa Bonggao, Tawi-Tawi din po, no? Solid na solid. Mayroon din mga rally sa Zamboanga, sa Basilan, sa Dumaguete, sa Cagayan, sa Cotabato, sa Marawi, iba-ibang lugar po. Solid na solid ang mga tao po. They showed na galit sila po. They are very angry what happened sa Presidente natin, si President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Shoutout muna tayo kay Marilu Pentojo. Also, watching itong vlogging natin ngayon. Now is Monday, March, ano tayo ngayon? March 17 na po. Thank you very much, Marilu Pentojo, for watching. And, watch until the end because I will be sharing a lot more mga footages po para at least malalaman ng mga followers ko po, no? How solid, how united ang mga Filipinos po ngayon regarding itong sitwasyon ni Digong. Sitwasyon ni Digong. Alright? Okay. Good morning, sabi ni Mary Ruth. Good morning, TikTok followers and viewers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll show you another footage po. Dito din po ito sa Manila. Sa Manila din ito po. Alright, you hold on. Sa Manila. This happened in Manila just recently. No? Just recently. 144. Don't play. Hold on. Nandito po. Full screen din tayo ulit. Full screen tayo. Para this, clear na clear kayo. Hold on. Hold on. 144. Parang hindi yata ito. Hold on. Okay, sandali ha. 144. Okay, saan na tayo? 144. Saan din 144? Nandito po. Sa Manila din ito. Hold on. Alright, yan po, another footage showing you how maraming tao po really supporting and galit na galit po what happened to Roa Duterte or Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Galit ang mga tao po kay Bongbong Marcos, and let's show to him, to Bongbong Marcos po, the real galit po dyan sa March 12 midterm election. But don't forget po, no? Let us continue to show to the world, to show to Bongbong Marcos and the supporters of the Marcoses po, no? Every day na ganito ang feelings natin po. Let us not only wait until midterm election sa May 12. Every day po, no? Kung may mga rally po, please attend po, and that's one way of showing to the world, to the administration of Marcos po, na what they are doing is wrong. Is wrong po. Is wrong. Alright. Totoo ba yun? Totoo ba yun that, ang United States of America, no? United States of America, nag-withdraw na sa ICC. And even they cut ang mga financial assistance nila po, no? Walang pera ang ICC. Totoo, walang pera po. You see, despite all the rhetorics, ang mga repetition of Bongbong Marcos noon po, that he will not allow ICC to come and get Duterte, no? In the event na may plano sila to issue ang warrant of arrest po, no? Wala daw jurisdiction ang ICC. Yun na palagi sinasabi ni Bongbong Marcos Jr. Sandali, i-shoutout muna tayo dito. To Noel Flores Tingson, yes, brother, good morning. Magandang umaga po, Sir Nico, at sa lahat ng taga-subaybay nitong TikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. Big yes po to support former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte po. Shame on you, BBM Marcos. Wala kayong utang na loob. Totoo yun, totoo yun. Mapanggamit. Sorry to say that. Yes, you don't have to say sorry to him or to the supporters of Marcos. Kasi totoo yan po. Kung totoo, no need to say sorry po. We are showing our real feelings ngayon po, no? For me, I will never say sorry, no? I will never say sorry. Totoo naman po. Totoo naman po. Kung nag-offend kayo, bahala na kayo dyan. But it is our right to show our expression, no? To express our feelings po, no? It is our right. It's not a violation sa constitution natin, no? Unless fake news yun po, what we are saying is fake news, then that will be a different story. Pero ito po, totoo naman ito po. Totoo naman. So, for me, I will not say sorry. I will not say sorry. I am really disappointed itong Marcos administration po. Now, going back, sabi ni Marcos, hindi daw siya mag-allow, and he will not give even a finger to help ang ICC get Duterte po or any Filipino po, no? In the event patuloy itong kaso, ang crimes against humanity kay Duterte and other individuals who participated in the, sabi natin, so-called EJK, sa programa ni Digong when he was the president, war against drugs. War against drugs po. So, what happened? Klaro-klaro pa, not only help, no, in terms of helping in the execution of the warrant of arrest of Duterte, but he fully cooperated with ICC po. Although in disguise siya po is using the word the agency Interpol po. But he fully assisted ang ICC po, because even ang eroplano, ang plane, ang jet na used to bring Duterte to Netherlands, it was the government who paid po. Ang gobyerno yung nagbayad po. Tayo po nagbayad, people's taxpayers money yun po. Imagine that. Imagine that. Tayo pa nagbayad po. Totoo ba yan? Baka fake news yun. Nate, what you're saying, no? Baka fake news ang gobyerno nagbayad ang sabihin natin ang pamasahe or ang cost ng eroplano, ng jet ni ginamit para magdala kay Duterte dyan sa Netherlands po. Totoo ba yan? Baka fake news yan po. Hindi yan po. That is not fake news. I can guarantee you it's not fake news po. Nandito po. Brief lang ito po. Listen to this. Listen to this. Hold on.
Press Officer Under Secretary
You listen to this. Hindi ito fake news.
Press Officer Under Secretary Claire Castro na pinayaman ng Office of the President ang private jet na sinakyan ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte.
Binayaran pa ng Office of the President yung sinakyan ni Tatay Digo. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Eh di pera ng taong bayan. Opisina ni Marcos nagbayad sa jet. Akala ko ba hindi ka magpipinger, Marcos? You will not lift a finger. Akala ko ba hindi sila dapat kumontak sa kahit na anong ahensya? Wala silang soberanya rito. It's a threat to our jurisdiction. Anong nangyari?
Yan po. Ano nangyari? Ha? Ano nangyari? Kung sa atin pa, pambuhong ba? Ha? Kung dito sa Malaysia, cannot be trusted po. Kaya itong si Bongbong Marcos. Kaya nga po, don't listen to them anymore. Ang mga kampanya nila. I'm not ordering you, I'm not directing you po. Pero sa akin, I will never listen. Lahat ng mga Bongbong Marcos political speeches niya sa mga campaign sorties niya po, no? We cannot trust anymore itong si Bongbong Marcos. But anyway, let me share with you another footage po. Ang isang vlogger, also popular itong vlogger po, no? Palagi ito sa social media. And let's listen to his issue, no? Ang content niya po yesterday po regarding itong issue ni Bongbong Marcos po na betray siya ang Filipinos. Okay, let me show this to you po. I'll give you a full screen. Let's listen to this.
It is for the 100th time.
Konting pasensya lang po, medyo mahaba konti, but worthwhile to listen to this. You hold on.
It is for the 100th time. Sasabihin niya raw, pang 100 beses. Sige. Not recognize the jurisdiction of ICC in the Philippines. We don't recognize the jurisdiction of the ICC in the Philippines. 100,000 ka palang sinungaling. Hindi, 100 lang. Hindi naman 100,000. 100 times kang sinungaling, Marcos. 100 times mo sinabi eh. Claire, paano ba itong bossing mo? Sinungaling eh. Fake news. Tapos yung mga senator mo sasabihin fake news sa mga vloggers. Tapos yung mga congressman na taga-tahol ng pinsan mo, sasabihin iimbestigahan yung fake news. Jay Ruiz, ano ba ito? Claire, fake news to eh. Hindi isang beses, not 1 time, 2 times, hindi po. 100 times galing sa kanya. O di 100 times sinungaling. I consider it as a threat to our sovereignty. Ayun naman pala eh, a threat to our sovereignty. Tama na. I agree. Nagkasundo rin tayo, Marcos. I agree that ICC is a threat to our sovereignty. May soberanya tayo eh. Respeto naman. Ba't kayo magdi-decide sa mga Pilipino? Kung may makasalanan nandito, kung gusto nyo electric chair nyo, lethal injection nyo, bahala na kayo kung ano yung naaayon sa batas ng Pilipinas. Pero sa Pilipinas, hindi pwede makikialam yun. Saan ba ginawa ang krimen? Sa Pilipinas o sa ICC? Di pala eh. Di ba? Tama ka dyan, Marcos. Tama ba si Marcos? Totoo. Huwag nating babuyin, Marcos, ang soberanya natin.
But until now, I did not know it all that before
Therefore, the Philippine government will not lift a finger. Ayun, they will not lift a finger. Di ba? Kasi, alam mo, minsan yung finger, nakaka-lift na yan eh. Nakakabuhat ang isang finger. Hindi daw siya, hindi niya itataas ang kanyang daliri
seksyon. Pudol ba si Marcos o pudol na pudol? Hindi kami tutulong sa kanila. In fact, babantayan namin sila. Ngayon, Marcos, ito ulit ang tanong ko. Kasi sinang tanong kay Boying, magkano ba? Yan ang tanong ng taong bayan. Bakit kayo biglang nagbago ng isip? Tanong lang, hindi po tayo fake news ha. Nagtatanong, magkano ba? Ano ba secret deal mo? Dahil ba nakikita nyo sa impeachment? Ito lumabas impeachment. Ayaw ng Pilipino. Kaya kayo nagbago ng isip?
That hindi sila, that they do not come into contact with any agency of government.
They don't have any contact with any agency of the government. Ano si Torre? PNP. Di ahensya yun. DOJ. Ahensya yun.
Sa government, nasasabihin yung agent ng whatever, policeman of the government, sabihin nyo, huwag nyo sasagutin. Yan ang sagot natin. And we do not recognize your jurisdiction. Therefore, we
don't recognize your jurisdiction, pero pinadala nyo si Tatay Digong doon. Special delivery. Dati puting van, ngayon puting jet plane.
not assist.
We will not assist in any way. Talagang tinatarantado yung mga Pilipino.
Any way, shape, or form. Any of the investigations that the ICC is doing here in the Philippines. Kasi,
Tingnan nyo, eto, aasarin ko talaga kayo mga Pilipino. Ha? Tingnan nyo mabuti. Ito, next.
Okay, yun po ang content ni vlogger bagong Pinas po, no? And yeah, I agree po ang mga comments niya po regarding itong issue po. So, yun po ang latest natin sabihin natin na tungkol sa Pilipinas, tungkol kay former President Digong. And yeah, let us show our support. This is the time na kailangan na si Digong sa atin po, no? And let us not turn him down. This is the time that we should give our full support, not only kay Digong, but also to the family of Digong, si Tatay Digong, and also to the siblings of Tatay Digong, and also to the Filipinos po. It's about time that we should show to the world na solid tayo po. And let's hope that nothing serious will happen po. And sana lang po mag-realize na din si Marcos Jr. that what he is doing is not good for the Filipinos, not good for the Philippine nation po. Sana mag-realize na siya po, and para wala na tayong problema. Ang dami pong problema ang Pilipinas po. Dami pong problema ang Pilipinas. But obviously, what they want is to remove si Digong, to remove si VP Inday Sara Duterte, to remove the entire Duterte clan sa political arena po. And of course, they want to stay in power forever po. No? That's how I look at it po. So let us not allow this thing to happen. No? Let us not allow this thing to happen. So siguro hanggang dito na lang ang programa natin, and of course I will continue to monitor ang mga activities dyan sa Pilipinas, and of course ang issue ni Tatay Digong. And of course I would like to remind once again to my fellow countrymen, overseas Filipino workers dyan po sa Sabah, come March 23, there will be a support rally po dyan sa Likas Complex. That will be from 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. po. And kung may time kayo po, let us show to the world, let us show to our brothers and sisters po na we know how to pay gratitude to Tatay Digong po by attending itong sabihin natin support rally scheduled on March 23rd dyan sa Likas Complex sa Kota Kinabalu. Kung may time kayo po, bring your own lunch, bring your own wear a t-shirt, either white or green, no? Yun po, white or green. And let's spend our weekend, Sunday weekend po, sa March 23 dyan sa Likas. And let's be proud to be a Filipino and a supporter of Tatay Digong. So once again, Nico Fabian would like to say thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Malaysia, Sabah, the Philippines. God bless us all. I love you and see you on my next program. Bye.